Prince William will never forgive Camilla. When it comes to the British royal family, no grudge runs deeper than the one between Prince William and Queen Camilla. While the public might see smiles at royal events, behind closed doors, the wounds from the past have never fully healed. For Prince William, Camilla isn't just his father's wife, she's the woman who helped shatter his childhood, the woman who caused his mother years of misery, and the woman who, in his eyes, took the throne that should have belonged to Princess Diana. Despite efforts to rebrand Camilla's image, Prince William hasn't forgotten, and he may never forgive. In today's discussion, we will explore the real reasons why Prince William will never accept Camilla, not just as queen, but as someone who played a direct role in the most painful chapter of his life. To understand Prince William's resentment, we need to go back to where it all began, the affair. By now, everyone knows that King Charles and Camilla's relationship didn't start after Princess Diana, it started long before he even met her. Camilla was King Charles' first love, but royal pressures pushed him to marry someone considered more suitable for the throne. That someone was Princess Diana. For Prince William, growing up meant watching his mother suffer as the whole world speculated about his father's affair. By the late 1980s, King Charles had resumed his relationship with Camilla behind Princess Diana's back. It wasn't just a private betrayal, it was an open secret in royal circles. Princess Diana herself confirmed the devastation when she famously said, "There were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded." Imagine hearing your mother say that on national television. Imagine growing up knowing your father had chosen someone else over her and that the world had watched it all unfold. For Prince William, it wasn't just about his parents splitting up, it was about watching his mother's life unravel, her heartbreak dismissed, and her struggles ridiculed. And at the center of it all was Camilla. How do you forgive someone for that? Even after Princess Diana and King Charles separated, the damage was far from over. The media relentlessly hounded Princess Diana, something Prince William witnessed firsthand. At the heart of it all was Camilla. The British tabloids weren't kind to Princess Diana, they called her unstable, dramatic, and difficult. Many of those narratives came from sources close to Camilla and King Charles. Prince William grew up seeing his mother isolated by the royal establishment. She was labeled a problem. While Camilla was slowly being reintroduced as King Charles' true love, it was as if Princess Diana had been merely an obstacle that needed to be removed. Even in Diana's lowest moments, when she was struggling with mental health and feeling abandoned, there was no public sympathy from Camilla. There was no apology, no acknowledgement of her role in the situation. For Prince William, that is unforgivable. It is not just that Camilla had an affair with his father, it is that she became part of a system that worked to erase Princess Diana's pain, as if his mother's suffering never mattered. One of the biggest reasons Prince William has never fully accepted Camilla is that she has never publicly apologized. Despite everything Princess Diana went through, Camilla has never expressed remorse for her role in breaking up the marriage. There has been no statement, no acknowledgement, nothing. Instead, Camilla and King Charles have spent decades rebranding their affair as a grand love story. Their PR machine has worked tirelessly to convince the public that Princess Diana was always the outsider, that King Charles and Camilla were meant to be together, and that Diana was simply an unfortunate casualty in their romance. But Prince William remembers the truth. He saw his mother cry, he saw her struggle, and he knows exactly who was responsible for her pain. To him, Camilla's refusal to admit fault is not just insulting, it is proof that she never cared about Princess Diana's suffering. And if she did not care about Diana, why should he ever accept her? Perhaps the greatest betrayal in Prince William's eyes is how quickly Camilla rose to power. For years, the official royal position was that Camilla would never be queen. Even after she married King Charles in 2005, she was supposed to be known as Princess Consort when he became king. That was the arrangement. But in 2022, Queen Elizabeth herself changed the narrative. In an official statement, she declared that she wanted Camilla to be known as Queen Consort. For Prince William, this was not just about titles, it was about his mother's legacy being erased. Princess Diana was supposed to be the only queen alongside King Charles, that was her rightful place. Instead, Camilla, a woman at the heart of Diana's heartbreak, was suddenly being crowned, taking the title that should have belonged to Princess Diana. For Prince William, it felt like the ultimate betrayal, one he will never forget. Prince William's resentment toward Camilla is not just about the past, it is also about how she has influenced his life even after his mother's death. According to royal insiders, Camilla played a quiet but significant role in shaping King Charles' decisions about Prince William's place in the monarchy. In the early years of her marriage to King Charles, Camilla reportedly wanted to boost her own public image, and to do so, she needed to keep Prince William in the background. At the time, Prince William was the future king, and the public adored him. Any event he attended overshadowed Camilla, leading some sources to claim that she pressured King Charles to keep Prince William out of key royal duties. This allowed Camilla and King Charles to cement themselves as the central royal figures. It wasn't just about public perception, it was about power, and Prince William knew it. Even today, there are rumors that Camilla plays a larger role in royal decision-making than people realize. Some insiders suggest that her influence over King Charles has caused friction between Prince William and his father. For Prince William, Camilla wasn't just someone who had a hand in breaking up his parents' marriage, she became a roadblock in his own journey as the future king, and that is not something he is likely to forgive anytime soon. One of the most painful betrayals for Prince William has been watching Camilla erase his mother's legacy piece by piece. Princess Diana wasn't just a princess, she was an icon, a global humanitarian, and the most beloved royal of her time. However, after King Charles married Camilla, traces of Princess Diana began to disappear, not just from the royal narrative but from the very palaces she once called home. Sources inside Buckingham Palace have claimed that after Camilla officially became King Charles's wife, photos of Princess Diana were quietly removed from key royal spaces. Prince William, who grew up surrounded by reminders of his mother, had to watch as her presence was slowly wiped away. It wasn't just about photos, there was also a noticeable shift in how the royal family spoke about Princess Diana. Once an icon in royal history, she was now treated as a painful footnote, someone the institution wanted to move on from. For Prince William, that was unacceptable. Princess Diana wasn't just his mother, she was the people's princess. The idea that Camilla, the woman who played a role in destroying his parents' marriage, could push her out of history was something he could never forgive. One of the most humiliating moments for Prince William came in 2005 when he was forced to publicly accept Camilla as his stepmother overnight. By that point, he was already a young adult and had spent his teenage years resenting Camilla's presence in his father's life. Unlike his younger brother Harry, who was more adaptable, Prince William had vivid memories of Princess Diana's suffering and struggled with the idea of Camilla replacing her. However, when King Charles and Camilla finally married, he had no choice but to go along with it. The royal family expected him to smile, attend the ceremony, and publicly accept the woman who had caused so much pain to his family. Behind closed doors, sources say Prince William was deeply conflicted. He was torn between his loyalty to the monarchy and his loyalty to his mother's memory. Camilla was never his mother, and she never would be, Prince William made that clear. Even now, he rarely refers to Camilla in personal terms. While he plays the part in public, insiders say he keeps his distance, never letting her get too close to his family. One of the most humiliating and painful moments for Prince William was discovering Camilla's private conversations about his mother during the 1990s. Intimate phone calls between King Charles and Camilla leaked, giving the world a first-hand look at their affair. But what hurt Prince William the most was how Camilla spoke about Princess Diana in private. In one call, Camilla reportedly mocked Princess Diana's emotional state, dismissing her as unstable. To the world, Princess Diana was a woman crying out for help, but behind the scenes, Camilla and King Charles laughed at her struggles. Imagine being Prince William, a teenager at the time, reading these transcripts in the media and knowing that the woman his father had chosen over his mother had such little respect for her suffering. For Prince William, this wasn't just a betrayal, it was a confirmation of everything he already felt. Camilla wasn't just an intruder in his family, she was someone who had no respect for his mother's pain. How do you forgive someone after that? One thing that has particularly angered Prince William is Camilla wearing Princess Diana's jewelry. Princess Diana was known for her iconic collection of jewels, pieces that weren't just beautiful but deeply personal. Many of these were either gifted by King Charles or held sentimental value tied to important moments in her life. After her passing, some of these jewels were meant to be passed down to Prince William and Harry, ensuring that her memory lived on through them. But then, slowly, Camilla started wearing some of Princess Diana's most cherished pieces. One of the most controversial moments was when Camilla wore a sapphire and diamond brooch that looked eerily similar to one of Princess Diana's favorite sapphire chokers. To some, it was just a piece of jewelry, but to Prince William, it felt like a deliberate insult, a way of saying, "I won." For him, his mother's jewelry isn't just decoration, it's a symbol of her legacy. Seeing Camilla wear pieces that once belonged to Princess Diana is something he will never accept. Prince William's resentment toward Camilla isn't just about Princess Diana, it's also about how she treated Princess Catherine. In the early years of her relationship with Prince William, when Princess Catherine first entered the royal spotlight, she was seen as the perfect match for him, graceful, elegant, and loved by the public. Camilla's initial impression of Princess Catherine was not particularly favorable. According to royal insiders, she was not keen on Catherine at first, reportedly believing that she was too common for Prince William. In Camilla's view, Catherine lacked the aristocratic background expected for a future queen. Some sources even suggest that Camilla subtly attempted to sideline Catherine, encouraging Prince William to consider other options before making a commitment. However, Prince William, who had already experienced the loss of one of the most important women in his life, was determined not to let history repeat itself. He stood firmly by Catherine's side, refusing to allow external influences to dictate his choice. Over the years, Catherine has proven herself more than capable of fulfilling the role of queen. Yet, for Prince William, Camilla's early interference remains a lingering reason to keep her at a distance. One of Prince William's greatest frustrations has been witnessing Camilla's carefully orchestrated public relations makeover, an effort spanning decades to reshape the public's perception of her and reframe her as the tragic love of King Charles' life. Following Princess Diana's death, Camilla was one of the most disliked women in Britain. The public viewed her as the woman who had an affair with the future king and played a role in Diana's suffering. Her reputation was in ruins, and for years, the palace kept her in the background. However, over time, the narrative began to shift. Camilla was no longer just King Charles' mistress, she was portrayed as his true soulmate. The press began romanticizing their love story, as if Diana had merely been an obstacle in their destined relationship. Even King Charles himself played a role in this revision of history, subtly downplaying the affair in interviews. Prince William saw all of this unfold in real time, watching as his mother's pain was erased and replaced with a polished version of events that painted Camilla as a victim rather than the villain. Perhaps the most infuriating aspect of it all was that the very tabloids that once tormented Princess Diana were now championing Camilla's image. For Prince William, this was not just an attempt to revise history but a blatant act of disrespect toward his mother's memory. The world had witnessed what truly happened, and no amount of public relations efforts could make him forget. Prince William has always prioritized the protection of his family, particularly his wife and children. When rumors surfaced that Camilla had lobbied for her grandchildren to receive royal privileges, it added yet another layer of resentment. Camilla has 2 children from her first marriage, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopez, who have largely remained out of the public eye. However, whispers circulated that Camilla had pushed for her grandchildren to gain increased royal access, even above Prince William and Princess Catherine's own children. This was not merely about royal perks but about status and influence. Camilla was reportedly eager to secure royal invitations, titles, and advantages for her family, further fueling tensions behind palace doors. Despite them having no actual claim to the throne, insiders reveal that Camilla even used her influence over King Charles to try to make it happen for Prince William. This was personal for him. His children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, represent the future of the monarchy. The idea that Camilla's side of the family could be given privileges at their expense did not sit well with him. It was yet another moment where Camilla seemed more concerned with securing her own family's position rather than respecting the future of the monarchy. For Prince William, that was unacceptable. One of the most painful and symbolic moments for Prince William was watching Camilla be crowned queen in 2023, taking the title that should have belonged to his mother. For years, the palace insisted that Camilla would only be known as Princess Consort, a title specifically chosen to avoid disrespecting Princess Diana's legacy. But as time passed, that promise was quietly abandoned. When the moment came, Camilla was not only crowned queen consort, she was officially titled queen. This was more than just a name change, it was a complete erasure of Princess Diana's place in history. Diana never got her coronation, never wore the crown, and never stood beside King Charles in victory. Instead, she was cast aside, her marriage declared a failure, while the woman who played a role in its breakdown now sat on the throne. For Prince William, this was the final insult. His mother had fought against the monarchy's rigid system, only for her biggest rival to take the position that had once been meant for her. No amount of ceremony or royal tradition could make him believe this was right. For decades, the British press has been used as a tool to control public perception, and Camilla knows exactly how to use it. One of Prince William's biggest grievances is the belief that Camilla played a role in leaking damaging stories about his mother. During Princess Diana's lifetime, many negative tabloid narratives, branding her as unstable or questioning her mental health, were believed to have come from royal insiders close to King Charles and Camilla. But the leaks did not stop with Princess Diana. Even after her passing, Prince William suspects that Camilla continued to use the press to shape public opinion. Whether by pushing stories that rehabilitated her own image or by feeding narratives that painted King Charles as the long-suffering husband rather than the man who betrayed his wife, the media attacks never seemed to stop. Prince William has spent his entire life watching how these stories were used against his mother, and he knows many of them were orchestrated by people who wanted to clear the path for Camilla. To him, this is not just about the past, it is about trust, and Camilla is someone he will never trust. After Princess Diana's death, very few places still felt like hers. One of those was Anmer Hall, a royal estate in Norfolk that she had loved and that held sentimental value for Prince William. It was one of the few locations where he could feel a real connection to his mother's past. But when King Charles and Camilla married, she reportedly fought to keep Anmer Hall for herself, despite knowing how significant it was to Prince William. To him, this was not just about property, it was about respect. Diana had so few spaces in the royal family that had not already been erased. The idea that Camilla would claim one of the last remaining links to his mother's memory felt like a deliberate provocation. Prince William reportedly pushed back against this, but ultimately, King Charles sided with Camilla. For him, this was yet another example of his mother's legacy being diminished, first her title, then her reputation, and now even the places she had once called home. It was a stark reminder that Camilla was not content with simply being King Charles's wife, she wanted to take everything that had once belonged to Princess Diana. After everything that has transpired, it is clear that Prince William will never truly forgive Camilla. From her role in the breakdown of his parents' marriage to the erasure of Princess Diana's legacy and her strategic positioning within the monarchy, Camilla has left behind a trail of betrayals that William will not forget anytime soon. He may play his part in public, standing beside her at royal events and smiling when expected, but behind closed doors, the resentment runs deep. No matter how much the palace tries to rewrite history, Prince William knows the truth. But what do you think? Is there any chance that Prince William and Camilla will ever mend their relationship, or is the damage too deep to repair? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with fellow royal watchers, and subscribe so you never miss out on future uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.